Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. How's everyone doing? Hope you're doing well. Hope you've had a good Christmas. I hope you got everything that you wanted. For me, it's been a weird one this Christmas. You won't have seen much from me on here. I've had no internet service. So my internet service has been down. So this is the first thing that I've managed to upload in probably nearly 2 weeks. I've not been able to stream with anyone. I've not been able to put up any content. I've had a complete internet blackout from the service provider, and it's took them sort of nearly 2 weeks to get it sorted. But hey ho, start of a new year, start of new things. I wanted to kick this year off with a big thank you to Brad over at 4K Tent Revival. Hello Brad, hope you're okay, mate. He hit me up and said the Kino sale was on, and I had a quick flick through the website and had my eye on a few titles, and then sent them over to Brad and said, please could you grab me these, mate? And he said, yeah, not a problem. And then he came back to me and said, listen, if you get for sort of like $50 in here, it's free shipping. So I then subsequently moided the life out of everybody, trying to find a couple of the titles, and Brian over at Brian Glows Blue, I pinged some sort of like requests over to him to see what he thought about a couple of these titles, and he said yeah, because there was a couple on there that intrigued me, and if you know me, you know I don't generally blind buy, but there was nothing else I could find on there, so I thought, go on, we'll take a chance. And once I started digging through, and Brian said, well, what about this one? What about this one? And I was like, boom, we found some. Because let's be honest, that Kino website is all over the show. It's really weirdly set up. Unless you know what you're going for and what you're going in for, just to browse that website is a fucking minefield. There's shit all over everywhere. And there's some things I missed. So, again, thanks to Brad. Thanks to Brian for pointing me in the right direction. And let's try and not get my address on camera. But there's the box that Brad sent me. I've opened it. I've not had a look in it, but I've opened it. And again, I know what's in here. But and in true Brad style, it's wrapped fantastically. So there's some. If I can get the damn thing out. There's some lovely Shout Factory paper that you guys in the US must get in abundance, because everybody that's sent me stuff over the years have always put Shout Factory paper in there. There's a stack of movies. Let's get the bubble wrap off. Let's have a quick look what we've got. We could be here some time. I'll tell you what, I'll pause this, I'll dig into it with a knife, then we'll come back to it. Okay, so I managed to get everything out. Brad, in true Brad style, it's wrapped fantastically. Everything's come in perfect order, which I knew it would do. So big thanks, Brad, mate. Again, dude, it's very much appreciated. I know it's a ball ache sending stuff through the post, mate, from the US. And to be fair, it's the same going from the UK into the US now. There's nothing made easy anymore, and I don't know why. But again, mate, thank you very much for taking the time out to get these to the post office and that. And again, I'll when the notification comes through for the pre-orders of the stuff that you want, mate, coming in from Second Sight, I'll get those ordered for you, pal. And then as soon as they come into me, I can get them over to you. So the titles that he got me, there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There was 6 titles. I think the 6 titles just came over a fraction of $50. Converted that round to pound sterling was about £42, I think. So £42 for 7 titles. You know what I mean? That's brilliant. You know what I mean? It's like it's like £7 or £8 a title, which is fucking phenomenal, really. A couple of the ones in here. I think there's a Scorpion releasing one. And there's a Code Red release in here as well as. But the rest of them are a Kino. You know what I mean? Christ, every sale that these guys do, you come across something new, and especially with the kind of shit I buy. Kino probably lead the way. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, Arrow put some good titles out in the past. 88 have put some good titles out in the past. But for the kind of sort of B-movie, 70s, 80s stuff that I like, the low budget stuff, I don't think Kino can be beat. And especially when it comes to sale time, you know what I mean? So six titles, just a fraction over $50, so around £52, around £42, around £7 or £8 a title. None of these are available in the UK. This is the reason that I've had to go down the US route. I am looking forward to seeing these. I have just just placed an order for a new multi-region player. Mine's been on the blink, so I've just gone. Instead of having the old little Panasonic that I had, I've stepped up a gear and gone with the Sony 4K. For the life of me, I can't think what the model is now. Is it an X something 700? So I've gone with a 4K UHD multi-region Blu-ray, multi-region DVD player. So I only need one player now. Beforehand, I was running two players. I was running an LG 4K player and a Panasonic multi-region Blu-ray. So that 4K player can come up into this room, and the new 4K multi-region can go down in the movie room, which will help loads. And I can't wait to see some of these titles running through that 4K. Whether you get a little bit of picture enhancement or a bit better pitch quality through it, I'm not 100% sure, but I can't wait to give it a whirl. So the first one that and I know Brad, when I sent you these titles, mate, you was like, my God, my account has just gone nuts for some of these that you've just put on here. But the first one, again, like I said, these titles are available in the UK, so this is why I go down the US route with them. Is Teen Witch. To be fair, a really good quality film. I know this one is on the verge of going out of print over at Kino. This was like $17 and change for a long while, and then it finally dropped down into the $9 mark. So I hit it at that point. It's definitely worth $9. If you've never seen this, if you're an 80s fan, you've never seen this, give it a whirl. If you like Teen Wolf and all that kind of stuff, then the chances are you'll pretty much like this. If you remember seeing this in the UK, the Teen Witch font was a complete blatant rip-off of the Teen Wolf font. It was the exact same font. So whether they was trying to hoodwink you into thinking this was in the realms of Teen Wolf, I don't know. But just think of a film down those kind of lines, and you won't go wrong with it. It is fun. It is cheesy. But I personally like it. So that was Teen Witch. Next one, a great film again that's only got a DVD release in the UK. My Science Project. If you've never seen this film, this is loads of fun as well as this is a Kino. Yeah, this one is a Kino releasing. There's nothing much on the back of it. I think there's an audio commentary and an interview and a theatrical trailer. But it's better than nothing. I can't think what was on. I never looked what was on the Teen Witch one actually. What was on the Teen Witch? Well, that's Scorpion releasing as well as. And there's an audio commentary on there's an on-camera interview on there's a couple of on-camera interviews on there's an original theatrical trailer on it. But yeah, My Science Project, if you've never checked this out, it's sort of like a trippy sort of 80s film. Sort of got a time travel angle to it, but not the kind of angle that you'd generally think of when it comes to time travel films. But it's really entertaining, loads of fun. So if you've never seen that, check that out, My Science Project. Next one is a Code Red releasing of I think it's a late 70s film. This is a Starflight one with Lee Majors. Again, another great film that's not available on Blu-ray in the UK. I'm not even sure if it's got a DVD in the UK. So that was one I had to get. I mean, I think that had dropped down to about $8 in the sale. I know it was next to nothing. Like I said, Code Red releasing. That's a brand new 2K master and a trailer. That's always on there. But again, for the money, I'm not bothered that there's no special features on these. I know that they're going to be presented well. They're going to look well. So, and for the money, you can't really complain. Next one. This was one I really wanted. It is Time Guardian. That artwork is fucking phenomenal. If you've never seen this, definitely worth a watch. Definitely worth a pick up. This is a Scorpion releasing as well as. It's bags of fun, cheesy, schlocky, 80s sci-fi. If you're a sci-fi nut like I am, especially 80s stuff, you'll get some kicks on this because it is really entertaining. So that was Time Guardian. This one is straight up Kino release, and that is the Manhattan Project. Again, I've not seen this film in years, so this was definitely worth a pick up. Again, we have no Blu-ray release of this in the UK. That's one thing that Kino do well for me. Is everything that's been released so far that I've picked up on Kino, apart from Spaceballs. There is a Blu-ray Spaceballs in the UK, but there is no. I've got the 4K, the Kino 4K. There is no 4K Spaceballs. None of these are available in the UK, so for me picking these up dirt cheap like in the sale, it's fantastic. So yeah, the Manhattan Project. Again, another really good low budget sci-fi film. From the 80s that you really enjoy. There's no special features on that one at all. And finally, one that I've been watching for a while, and this has dropped down to next to nothing within the sale now, and it is the Treasure of the Four Crowns. This one is a straight up Kino release, yep. Loads of special features on this one. There's an audio commentary. There's a couple of audio commentaries. There's also the 3D presentation of the film, as well as also the 2D version. There's a pair of old school 3D glasses in this, which is brilliant. I've got loads of old 3D glasses knocking around, so people that wanted to watch this with me at home, in the way that God intended, where we can do. And there's the theatrical trailer on it as well as. So again, I think this had dropped down to $9 as well. So fantastic. I mean, that again, that artwork on that just takes me back. It is fantastic. So there were them all. Again, Kino never seems to let me down with this kind of stuff. It just keeps popping up and popping up and popping up, and the more I look on the site, the more you seem to find, which is great. So I mean, I've probably got another sort of 6 to 7 films set to one side, ready for when the next sale comes along. So Brad, I'll be hitting you up again, mate, to grab me them if you don't mind, please, pal. So yeah, quick rundown. Treasure of the Four Crowns, Manhattan Project, Time Guardian, Starflight 1, My Science Project, and Teen Witch. So thank you, Brad, for getting me those, mate. It is very much appreciated. You know it always is, dude. Again, thank you to all the lads from the US that generally send me stuff. You've got Pops Alan over at Pops Movie Dungeon. Dude, I'm still looking out for the Jaws VHS set for you, pal. As soon as I find one of those for you, mate, that's in new condition, that's still wrapped, I'll get you one sent out. But it's not as easy as I thought it was going to be. They don't seem to be popping up as regular as they did. Again, Johnny over at Johnny's Boutique Podcast, me and Johnny always send stuff backward and forward. Like I say, it's a good way for myself and the lads in the US to get titles cheaper. Import charges cost a fortune. Buying imported films from UK companies or from US companies generally costs more. We have found a system to hoodwink the system, really, into not having to pay import charges, which is fucking fantastic. So apart from the postage, which, you know what I mean, can get a little bit pricey at times, this is what we're currently doing at the moment. It's got to be the cheapest way of getting titles between the UK and the US and the US and the UK. So big love to you guys for hitting me up and getting me stuff over here. Again, I've got loads of stuff coming to the channel this year. More live streams. More content going up, definitely more out and about footage, as I've got a list as long as my arm this year, that we're going to go out on the road and have a look at sort of like some filming locations. We're going to be having a look at some stores, some brick and mortar stores, which is good. Some independent guys that's out there within the UK. So it should be good fun. Again, I've got more coming in with original posters now. I'm picking up more original posters, which is fucking fantastic, and it blows my mind what's out there currently. And I've dropped on some really good guys over on Instagram. I'll drop the details down below. You can go and check those guys out. And that poster community, I mean, this community is fantastic. That poster community is exactly the same. It's just nothing but guys helping each other out, which is fucking fantastic. So yeah, so keep coming back to channel. Hit the little bell notification button so every time I put something up, it'll notify you. Please give the video a like. Please share it around. Please give the channel a subscribe. And take care, and we'll see you all soon. Goodbye.